Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health, drink a glass of water. One of the things that I'm realizing is, as a gay person, it's something that I never thought about. I never really thought about coming out. I never really thought about letting people know about my lifestyle. I just never really cared to. I always felt like I was going to live my life no matter what. I wasn't going to put no label on it. I wasn't going to say, hey, I'm gay, or yo, you like shorty right there? I'm not saying, oh, I like men. I just kind of let the chips fall as they may. That's how I've operated in the past. Now I'm realizing that everywhere I go, everybody I meet that's new, it's almost like a continuous coming out ceremony. Everybody new that I meet, I have to keep coming out. I have to keep letting people know that this isn't the lifestyle. I'm homosexual, and you always have to go through how's that person going to respond or react. Yesterday, somebody sent me a message. It probably was last month. I haven't checked my messages in a while, and the guy was like, I didn't know you were gay. And I don't know who this guy is. He's just someone that messaged me on my DM because he liked the content. And in my mind, I was thinking, who ratted me out? So I texted the messages. I said, who ratted me out? He said, somebody I sent the link to your page to. And I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't feel any kind of weight behind it. I think years ago, I probably would have felt like, oh shit, somebody knows about me. But now it's like, I don't really care. Why should I continue to care about what other people think about my life? This is my life. You have your life, I have mine. I live off grid here in the jungle of Central America. I've worked smart as I don't know what to make it here to where I don't have any mortgage payment, any utility bills, working on not having a food bill, as you guys can see. I have a mango orchard behind us, and that's producing a lot of mangoes this year. As you can see, they're flowering. You probably can't see from here. But at this point in the game, I'm older. I don't really care anymore. I definitely don't worry. And the people that I do care and think about, worry about what they think, they don't really care. And anybody that's out there on your journey, someone else sent me a message saying that they like how I broke down bisexual lifestyle. The guy was saying that he had a girlfriend. He also had a side thing that was a guy, and he wanted to know basically some insight on what he should do. To be honest with you, only thing I could say is you have to do what feels right for you. I can always say lead with honesty, because that's the best way to get. To me, honestly, when I was in a relationship before and I wanted to open my relationship up, I had to speak with the other person, because it was going to catch up with me trying to be with someone else. It was going to catch up with me. So I had to be honest about what I wanted to do. And the ball is in their court at that point. They could say yay or they could say nay. And I never got back with the brother or the gentleman about what he was asking me. I'm going to lead with honesty. If you're scared of losing your girl, then break it off with the homie, and vice versa. Actually, do what you want to do. But if you don't want to lose your girl, and a lot of times, 2026, a lot of these women are okay with it. Not everybody is okay with it, but a lot of women are okay with it. Half of they men are sleeping around behind their backs anyway. And if you're just a down low man, as you are, the guy said he's a down low man, you'll probably never find out unless you get caught slipping. But no, I don't operate like that. I don't advise you to operate like that. I said honesty is the best policy, because you'll get further that way, and you'll be surprised at what some people are willing to put up with and deal with today. Just going through what I went through yesterday when I looked at the messages, because I really don't look at my messages much, and see that the guy was like, I didn't know you were gay. And he was commenting on a lot of my stuff, my stories and stuff, but I never really responded or nothing. But yesterday I saw that message, and I'm just like, in my mind, I was like, oh, whatever. I don't even know who this guy is. Let's just think about online. And that's how I draw the line with this. I'm online. I don't know 99.9% of y'all. So I'm not worried about what none of y'all think about me or find out about me, because I don't know you. The moment I start to worry about what other people think about me and I try to make content for them, I start to lose myself. And I'm no longer fulfilling my dreams and my destiny and walking on my path. That's why I don't like when YouTubers come on here and tell you to do that to get views. No, you have to be you and do you, because the more you try to this and do that to get views, it starts to feel like work. It starts to feel like you're not being yourself. It starts to feel like you're chasing. I don't want to be chasing anything or anybody. I want to be chasing nothing. I just want to wake up every day, record content if I feel like it, post it if I feel like it, chop it up and edit it if I feel like it, talk about what I feel like, and be okay with not getting as many views as someone else that's following an algorithm or who just may be more appealing and charismatic than I am. You got to be okay with your journey, right? As a gay man, as someone on YouTube, as a human, you have to be okay with your journey, and you have to be basically confident and fearless. And that resonates and emanates from your body. It's a radiant feeling. And not just a radiant feeling, but it's an appearance as well. When you actually exude confidence. And me personally, I'm one of the ones that I can hide my confidence with I hide my insecurities by appearing confident or more confident than I actually am. And sometimes that's a double-edged sword. Instead of me dealing with the root problem of me not being confident and me being insecure, I cover those insecurities up by appearing to be something that I'm not, which is more confident than I am. Now, I'm not saying that I'm depressed or nothing like that. I do deal with mental health issues, anger, emotional instability, acceptance of self 1000%. I still deal with those things, and I have no problem talking about that, because every day we're on a journey to get better. In fact, I am getting better. I know I'm getting better. I see it. I feel it in my interactions on a daily basis. I still make mistakes. I still have hiccups. I still relapse, for lack of a better word. You know what I mean? But the thing is, when you relapse, you can always get back up and get back on that horse and try again. Not tomorrow. You could try again today. I fucked up 5 minutes. I messed up 5 minutes ago. And I can get better right now. That's the power of the now. So, as a gay man, we have to be okay with that. Some of us aren't. Me personally, I don't care. I'm still working through certain things, but I really don't care. Today, when I'm riding or I gotta pick up my homie to take him to court, that man ain't never seen me with no woman. Never seen me with a man. He's try to hook me up with women, and I turn him down. And sometimes I have to tell him I'm seeing someone. Either way, regardless, I just have to act like I just never really came out and told him who I am for whatever reason. I'm not worried about him not being friends with me, but I said I'm one of those people that allow my actions to do the speaking, as opposed to me coming out and verbally saying this is what I like or this is what I dislike. It's not always a good thing, but that's just the way I operate. You do what works for you, I do what works for me. So see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water.